We've been playing with the anodizing section of this trainer for a couple months now, but we're out of frames. So now the grand challenge, does this section still work? And I don't even know if I can remember how we did this, but I believe I'm gonna go here to main program 2. Nope, not. That was just a test to see if y'all were paying attention. We're gonna go down here to the smart cell program. And then first we need to stop by IO. And we want to go down here and grab our spindle, because supposedly this fine gentleman right here has bolted the spindle on properly. And if we switch this to hand, then we should see this spindle start to run.
It's not working.
Well, just like every time you get called out to the machine, yeah, I forgot to press the safety reset button. That one's on me. Well.
Purchase this up.
This is just turning out classic. There you go. The E-stop was pressed. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks much better. Oh, darn it. Well, I was trying to zoom in on it and broke the light curtain, but okay. Spindle works. All right, so now the robot's enabled. We're gonna go down here. Boy, it's been a minute here. Let me see if I can even remember how to do this. Somewhere about right here, there it is. So our smart cell anodizing mode needs to be on swirl. So we'll put a 2 right there. And then it looks like it's just waiting on the green button. And why not have the video going on the first time you try to run it afterwards? So we press our green button. Ooh, it looks like it's heading to the right spot. Of course, I didn't think to look that it has a finished frame in it. Now, Michael, a new learning opportunity. We have this vision system on here, and it is aimed at the right spot. Can you make that vision system see if the frame swirled? Just nod, talk to the audience.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, how you gonna do that?
I'll probably just do like a pattern finder. You know, it could probably recognize the swirls.
I ain't got a clue what he's talking about, but he's become a pretty good whiz with this camera. He's going to teach it to me, and then I'm going to teach it to you soon. All right, apparently need a better SOP. I just don't remember how to interrupt the run cycle. Yeah, if we try it. Well, darn it. Just keep hitting the buttons.
Yeah,
Break the light curtain a couple times.
that always works. Just gotta turn it off and on again.
Well, you can imagine y'all already. Why don't you have a SCADA screen on it? Well, we haven't finished setting it up, but yeah, my screen's probably bigger than your screen once we're done. Now, if we try it, there we go. Oops. So it started in the wrong spot now, so we'll hit the stop button. And we'll stop that. Then we start it. There, finally. Now the next obstacle is that thing's way on the other side of the training center now, and we need to set up a lab because we have class next week. So I need to make it where this says done or something. You know, I can see we could have one of these over top of every single doorway. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, let's see what we can do. And yeah, we do have a screen over here, but you know, why not? If we have something we could signal that on. Uh-oh. All right, so we switched these up when we built the anodizing part out, and apparently we broke those. Yeah, broke our little positional thingy. So yeah, lots of learning opportunity. So I don't want it to always be saying that it needs a frame. Really, if we're in swirl mode And we see the robot execution status go to a 0. That's when we want to actually do this, because like once you break the safety, or if we just simply power it up, it doesn't need to tell us that. But right now we're running frames. We can see there's the position it's on, it's going up. So yeah, smart cell equals 2. That goes to a 0, and here's when y'all gonna cringe, but this is a perfect example. This probably is where we wanna latch a bit when that happens. So mode 2, looking for a 0 at that program execution. We're gonna latch smart cell needs frame. And now we got several different conditions that could unlatch that thing. I gotta think about those. Yeah, there'll probably be more, but yeah, the yellow button's our pause button, the red button's the stop button, and mostly breaking the light curtain. That would be times I think unlatch that. Also, probably power up. Actually, that'll cover power up. Now this has turned into the ultimate nightmare rung. In fact, I bet I can't even zoom out to get that whole rung in. Yeah, this rung realistically needs severely cleaned up, but I'm gonna put it up here in this reflective and all this fun stuff here, because these kind of immediately happen, I think. So we're gonna add a branch level, and we're just gonna paste that in and make it and go look for A1. And then we're gonna need to go find one of these that isn't used. We're just gonna copy that for now. And we have our display codes. So let's go monitor it and open that up. Mainly there's some strings that go along with these codes. So where are those strings at? I ought to see strings somewhere. There it is. Nope, that's on off. There it is. Banner display strings. And, oh, well, 0 is not used, but maybe there's some crazy reason I'm not using 0. The next one available is 25. So we're going to put here, well, for now I'm just going to put frame, because I'm not feeling real creative with my naming. And so that'll be number 25. And I'll wander all over the place and finally figure out where it was. So I just need to put a 25 in there when that, oh, and look at there, it's it just got done anyway. So now we'll hit that finalize button. And there you go. So it says frame. But you won't get real super instant gratification because I gotta run all the way through the lab again. Oh, where'd the screwdriver go? But it'd be great if you could, because yeah, the moment that I break this light curtain, that should have made that clear out. Oh, darn it. I do need to run over there and see if that worked. And okay, it did clear it out. So now we'll go put a frame in. Okay, so now we'll pop that frame out. And we'll grab ourselves a new frame. Attempt to drop it in. Reset. And then we wait 13-ish minutes. I gotta admit, this always was designed to have a pick and place system over here to do this part, and that might be starting to look like a fun project, and it, you know, and probably a really cool kind of evolution of how our machines do happen. You know, you buy the robot and okay, it's doing the process, but you still have the operator kind of manually doing the stuff. Made their life tremendously easier, but now it's like, well, that operator could be doing a lot more things than just sitting there waiting. No. I'll talk to Amber about that one. She may cut off the budget on that. Well, it's really crisp. I don't know why the camera makes that out to be blurry, but it should not be saying frame right now. So now we gotta go figure out why it's saying frame. Oh, actually this, you know, here's where, you know, in the back of my head, I'm always trying to think what's video worthy. This is a ever so slight bit of timing. Oh yeah, because I hit the safety reset. That immediately is going true. I need a one shot right there. So go ahead and start a rung edit on that. And we'll go over here to our bit category and bring down an ONS. And I'm just gonna say needs frame ONS. Yes, I can type better, but I'm typing with one hand over here. And we'll create that. Okay. And then we'll test that on the next round, but for now I am going to right click and toggle that just to get it back off, and when it comes back on, I'll know I need to go over there and we'll test it again. Which is always a challenge. We made some changes, mainly light 8 over there is on. It should not be on. And so we go over here, and it's on because it thinks that E-stop 1 and E-stop 2 are not happy. So now we need to figure out why it's thinking such a thing. And it is safety trainer :I. So first of all, do we have microscopic little yellow triangles on our safety? And we do not. So it's happy. Oh, I spoke too soon. So 192, 168, 187 is not there. Well, let's double check that. I'll go over here to the command prompt. And we'll do a PING space, 192, 168, 187. Well, I tell you it is there. So maybe I jumped to conclusions. Let's figure out what it's saying over here. And we go over here to the connection category. Connection request error module owned and configured by another controller. Module may only accept one. Oh no, not this thingy. So yeah, this one is always a challenge. It seems like I even did a video on this. It was such a challenge. Or maybe it's I found a video that Timothy Gates, the PLC professor, had done. But what's happened here, what's happened here is I edited this program in Connected Components Workbench. I do remember now. And so Studio 5000's like, hey, what you doing having something stomping on my turf? So yeah, we had to go to logic configuration. And we have to upload the project. I guess it's a blessing and a curse that, yeah, I Googled how to do this. And apparently at one time I knew how to do this. And yeah, it looks like I'm in the exact same situation. Now you gotta love this next statement I make.
Dude, and I had actually almost forgot about this hitch right here, but yeah, it came back to me really quick.
Well, it didn't come back to me quickly this time. So I don't know if it's just been that long or I'm just getting older and my memory's not good. I was afraid I was getting ready to say that. You have to download to the PLC to fix this. Oh, well, okay. Well, there's our frame light. So it is done because I'm on the same PLC. So I guess we'll do that. So let's go ahead and just go communications, go offline. Then we're going to go communications, who active. And a lot of y'all still ask me why it is. Well, you know it's that one. No, every time we do, especially on the download, we're going to go communications, who active. We're going to do one last visual check. Make sure that's our PLC. Then we'll hit the download button. And then we'll wait for it to zoom on across here. Then we can go over here to our, there we go. And now our safety trainer is happy. And now, oh, darn it, I didn't get to test my frame thing. So now we'll have to put another frame in to test that. And I think I am going to leave the Captron buttons in here for the next class. So they need to do something because Michael's already been over and hit this thing 50 times and it doesn't do anything. Now he did say it'd be really cool if that told us the time. That is kind of cool. Let me see if I can do that. So I already have these tags from where we were playing with it last week. So we have Captron button : O, actually it's _O, that's going to be our output, so let's cross-reference it. That's right, and all I have for it right now is this generic IO link because we have it on an IFM controller. And so if I open it up, and we have some funky numbers. Why do we have funky numbers? Because we need to be in ASCII. There we go. So yeah, that means I need to manage to put the times into these two in ASCII format. Let's see what we can do. So the first thing we're going to need is we need to know what time it is. So I'm going to go over here to my input-output category, and we're going to bring it down AGSV, as in get system value. And we're going to grab that wall clock time and make sure for the attribute in this case, since Michael wants the time here, we want the local date time. And then I'm going to put that into a destination called date time. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I'm a little worried. Do I already have a date time? I probably need to go check that out. So let's right click this. Let's monitor it, because we don't need a bunch of date times. And it looks like something I was playing with at some point. Oh, wait, Will. Okay, that was something. Oh, well, no, there it is. Oh, here you go. I already have the date time. So, yeah, I don't need to do it again. I just want to use that one. Probably should name it something better than date time dent. It's probably left over from a video I was doing. So we'll go over here. We don't even need that. But we do need to understand it a little bit. So I'm just going to bring, and no, this is not right yet. I know it's not right, but we're just kind of dragging some stuff in so we can start learning. Is I'm going to grab that date time dent. And then actually we're going to open it up. And we are just going to, well, we're going to grab 0. That's the year. We don't need the year. The next one's the hour. We do need it. Right now it has an hour of 3. Now, we got to do some massaging to get this thing going, but I just want to get us started here. So then if I go, oh, no, I shouldn't have done that because now I got to remember. I think it was named Captron. There it is. And we're on the button. And so our hour is going to be this one. But we need this in ASCII format in the end. So we're going to do a conversion here. But we also have a little funky swap number thingy we're going to have to do just to make it real fun. But first we'll just get this part working. So now we need to go up here, and there's an ASCII category somewhere. I don't go here often. This is way out of mine. There we go. We want to do an ASCII conversion. And we want to go from a double integer to a string. I really don't want to do that. I really just want to do a straight up conversion. Yeah, all right, I had to use a Googler because I am really rusty at this. But if we take our decimal number and we add 48 to it, that gives us that number. That way I don't have to create the string. So we will change this to an add instruction. We'll drag that down, and we're going to add 48 to it. And then we're going to copy and paste that. The next one's going to be the minute. And that will be number 1. And we'll go ahead and finalize that. Well, that worked terribly. Why does it say 3-2? Oh, darn it. I did. I sat there and told y'all this is the year, the next one's the hour. No, the next one's the month, the next one's the day, the next one's the hour. Man, I probably could have caught that really fast. It does say 3-2, March 2nd. So no, this is supposed to be number 3. And this is supposed to be number 4. Oh, and that's terrifying. Okay, it's not as terrifying as I thought. The time's off on this. But I was getting ready to say I was really worried because I have a live stream at 12 I probably need to get starting to prep for. But, okay, well, we need to fix the time. So you go up here to Edit, Controller Properties. Then we go to the date time. And I'm going to set date and time and zone and all the fun things from the workstation. And there we go. Now we look a little better. Now, this is still not quite correct yet. You're going to see that we have a issue of a swap here in a second. All right, this is more of what I was expecting it to do, because it looks really strange now, but the issue is ASCII, it's a single character, and we're taking two of them and trying to throw them in. So now we need to divide that thing in half, or split it. So we don't have 10, we need a 1 and we need a 0. I'm really curious, anybody got any other ideas how I would? Well, you know, here, maybe we are at the point, actually maybe that string conversion is easier. All right, I think the string conversion would be easier at this point. So what I'm going to do is get this into one number. There's our hour. There's our minute. So we're going to take this times 100 plus this. So I'm just going to take this one and make it a CPT. CPT. And then I'm going to drag that. That's close enough. This is going to be our time. Oh, what is this? This is actually our time. I'm going to say hour, minute. And we'll create that. Oops, didn't mean to do that though. We'll create that. And then in here, we need that times 100 plus, and actually it's almost that, but it'll have a 4 there. And we'll go ahead and take that add instruction out. And I'm just going to put this in so we can see what we just did there. All right, so there is our time. So now I do think doing the string conversion is going to be the easiest. So we'll go and do a dent to string. And whoops, didn't want the actual number. We want this. And actually almost the same. I'm just going to put string on the end of that. And we'll go and create that. Whoops. And it's creating it as a string. Create. And then we're going to need to do some basic mapping. And actually, I'm going to map it just the way that straight up you feel you would map it. And then we'll talk about the why of what I had to do. So let's go ahead and grab a move instruction off of our move logical tab. And so now we're going to grab this string. We're going to double click into it. We're going to follow our arrows and we're going to open that one up and we're going to get 0. And now we're going to put that into this Captron. Oh, I still got to combine it. Well, I got to think on this one. I still don't like the way this is going to work out because we still have to combine the two. Well, I guess instead of a move, really in the end, we're going to have to do a bit distribute. Actually, I was trying to show what we're going to run into before that, but that's probably what I would have ended up with. So we're going to make this a BTD for bit distribute. And we are grabbing that string data. Source bit's going to be 0. And for now, our destination bit's going to be 0 because I'm still going to show you that it's backwards. And we're going to grab, oh, I don't remember which one was which. Now, here you go. No, this was the hour. The second one was the hour because it's fully backwards. This probably is video worthy, which I guess this kind of is a video, but this is more of us just having a nice little chat right now. And our destination bit is 0. And the length is 8. And we're going to need 4 of those. So we're going to copy, paste, paste, paste. And so this is going to be 1. This one's going to be 2. And this one's going to be 3. But over here, we're going to change this to 1 because this is our minute. It's in the smaller one. Or smaller one. They're the same size. Y'all know what I mean, though. But, okay, so on this second one, source bit is 0. Our length is still 8, but our destination bit is 8. That's going to put those two together. And same here. Why is it unhappy? What did I do wrong? Oh. 3. And we'll finalize that. Well, then here's a good example. I was sure that was going to be backwards. Still not, honestly, I'm not sure why it's not backwards. But anyway, it's not backwards. Michael, are you happy now? We got the time here.
Whoa.
And if I stare at it long enough, I bet it'll change. Been great if the timing was right now.
It almost is.
Now.
Talking and talking.
Well, while we're waiting, this is a good moment to say, make sure you subscribe to our channel. So, oh, there we go. Oh, that was perfect timing. Hopefully I got a little time to play now. And yeah, I was looking, one of my 5034s needs a firmware upgrade there. So we're not going to hit the select all button. We're just going to check that one. We're going to take it from 1.012 to 2.011. Hit that next button. And yeah, we're going to read and understand all the warnings. And then we're going to hit the flash button. And now we get a little progress bar. And we're going to do our best to be super duper patient and wait on it. I'm done waiting. It's always a happy sign. Good and successful. So we'll go ahead and click OK to that. If we go over here to Studio, then yeah, now it is happy because before it was really sad. It was firmware mismatch. And so now we're going to discover module on this one. And we'll hit our backplane. And whoo, okay. You know, and here's our, you know, maybe I'll clip this whole thing out later, but this is a good example. You know, I'm working with some latest and greatest equipment, and I'm not working with the latest and greatest version of the Studio. So yeah, I've got some items that doesn't even know what are. We got some high-speed items that I'm really excited to play with. But for now, we're going to hit create on that first one. And I 100% should give it a name, but I'm not even sure what it is yet. So we're going to put that. And we're going to create uninhibited because we are in the training center. And then we create the next one. More of the same here. Uh-oh. That one does require a name. That's interesting. Well, they all should require a name. But this one definitely is. So now I am going to be unoriginal and call this my point max IO link. And click OK. That's the one I'm really looking forward to playing with. And we'll create it uninhibited. Okay, now we have a learning opportunity here. So I need to register a device description thingamajigger. So we're going to click that. And we'll click next. We're going to register a device. And I did not bring a file with me, so I'm going to try the download device description file thingamajigger. Oh, well. Well, that just brings me to here. Now I got to remember what the world I was supposed to be actually getting a thingamajigger of. That was, well, this is 5034. Well, here, communications. Ah, can't do communications. Close. Oh, now I'm locked up. Well, am I locked up over this? There we go. Communications, who active? And we're on 89. Open up that. Well, that's really interesting. Apparently, I got to get out of my chair to go figure this out. Is that right? Can I just hit properties? There we go, 5034 UB8F. So we'll go over here. F034 UB8F. And there it is right there. And we're going to get the available downloads for it. And we will go ahead and select files. And let's see, actually we need the add-on profile. That should make Studio 5000 happy. And download now. Whoa, now I gotta go remember my login. All right, 5 emails later and a drop of blood and we got logged in. So I went ahead and downloaded them both. Okay, now we go to our 5034 backplane. Then discover. And look at there. Now we can create the rest of them. Okay, and they all look happy. Oh, I had that inhibited for a video the other day, so I guess I need to uninhibit that now. Go to the connection area, and we'll take that one off. Till up something else upset in here. I need to go figure it out eventually. Oh, that's right. We're having issues with this control net up here. I got to go figure out what's up with it. Now, I thought I'd had blinky lights here because really I've wired it to the encoder simulator. And I know it's working because I got blinky lights over here. I didn't actually read the instructions. I guess I'm going to have to break down and read. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Our A, B, and Z knots, they all need to be connected back to the minus of our power supply. See, the resistors should be okay. So, we need to go add 3 wires. There we go. Now we got some nice blinky lights that Z should occasionally blink. Well, it probably is. Okay, so now I guess we got to go figure out how to configure this. Yeah, and eventually I'll do a nice tidy video on this, but for now, of course, I don't know, maybe I ought to go for the basics. Is this thing already working? Let's see, so the name of it is point max : 4. So we'll put in point max : 4, and I want to read that encoder value. Well, can't say that it's working. Oh, wait, well, here's our input. Or no, counter. Well, that is ridiculously easy. So yeah, I do have it at a frequency of 10 hertz right now. Let me see, I wonder if filters are an issue. See, we'll go over here and we'll just ramp this thing on up to 10 kilohertz. And voila. And there's where, yeah, this one, yeah, this isn't the official 5034 encoder video, but that's just ridiculously intuitive. I mean, used to, and I'm not knocking, here sometimes it sounds like I'm knocking it when all of a sudden the new is just so much easier. It's like y'all knocking the device in it all the time. But that was ridiculously easy. That's the easiest I think I've ever dropped an encoder onto something. So yeah, I got to do some playing to figure that out. I really want to play with, well, I need to, the fast I/O when I'll need to get another encoder simulator. I have an IO Link power supply. I need to go dig into my IO Link, see what all I can add over there on that. And yeah, then hopefully we'll start building out some more 5034 content. I gotta admit, that was impressive.